Pet owners, what do you think your pets really get up to when they leave the house? For a few weeks straight, my dog, a playful yellow lab named Roxy, would come home every Sunday evening completely covered in what looked like dried blood. Not a little bit either. I'm talking splattered, smeared, dried into her fur like she'd just walked off a crime scene. I'd search her from nose to tail for cuts or injuries, but she was always perfectly fine. At first, I thought maybe she was getting into fights with other animals. But that wouldn't explain why there were literally never any injuries. And the weirdest part? It only ever happened on Sundays. Always the same time and the same weirdly consistent mess. After the third week, I couldn't take it anymore. I put an AirTag collar on Roxy and followed her from a block away. I expected to be following a random path, but surprisingly, Roxy was on a mission. She knew exactly where she was going. A few minutes later, I found myself in the backyard of a neighbor I barely knew, right in the middle of a full-blown Sunday barbecue. Turns out, the blood I'd been panicking over was barbecue sauce. Roxy had been helping herself to ribs, licking discarded plates, and basically rolling in anything coated in sweet, sticky smoked meat juice. The neighbors saw me watching in horror and just laughed. "Oh, that's Sydney," they said. They'd named her. Apparently, she'd been attending their weekly barbecues for over a month and had become a real fan favorite. Now she gets her own plate of brisket and wears a little dog-sized bandana like she's part of the family. And the best part? They invited me to stay. I showed up the next week with homemade cornbread and a six-pack, and it kind of became our thing. Week by week, we all got closer. Turned out we had way more in common than just loving barbecue and my shameless dog. Now, Sunday cookouts are a whole neighborhood ritual. And honestly, what started with a panic attack over fake blood turned into the best group of friends I've ever had. All because my dog decided she was hungry and extroverted.